What's up, guys? It's March 11th, 2011. This is One Question a Day, and I'm Pete Moss. Alright, today we have kind of a sad one question a day. A 8.9 earthquake off the northeast coast of Japan struck at about 2 a.m. Eastern time in the U.S., which was, I believe, around 4 in the afternoon in Japan on a busy Friday afternoon. So today's one question a day is have you ever witnessed anything so devastating? Like, we actually watched it live, the first wave of the tsunami. They were filming from the helicopters. We were happened to be up, and a friend called and was like, you need to turn the news on. Japan just had an earthquake, it's crazy. And we turned it on and we watched the water and houses and transfer trucks and cars, and it looked like those people were trying to evacuate and those cars were just getting swept away, and it was just crazy. And there's been reported as 8 or 9 aftershocks that are between 7.2 and 7.8 magnitude aftershocks. Several of them. Those are big earthquakes in themselves, which could cause more tsunamis and more water to come. Hawaii's under a tsunami watch that could be upgraded. I've heard rumors that even the west coast of the U.S., like Alaska, California, maybe Washington and Oregon. But just today's one question today: have you really ever witnessed anything so devastating? It's kind of like one of those things like 9/11. Like, I'll remember where I was when the big earthquake hit Japan. We're going to be hearing about this for a long time. I feel really bad for the people of Japan. My heart goes out to you. That is terrible, and you just can't prepare for something like that. You really can't. People in California and everywhere, I mean, you never know. So always, take the time to live life to the fullest and think about those people, whatever your religion are. If you pray to God, to Allah, if you're a Scientologist and you give all praise to L. Ron Hubbard, then at least take the time to think about those people and make a donation if you can to a trustworthy organization, but they're going to need water. There's tons of things they're going to need. Send some bottled water. That's a really good thing to do. They're going to need it, and I hope you guys will leave some comments if you're going to send something, if you're going to do something nice, and also, have you ever seen anything so devastating? I have not. The only thing I can think of even close to it is 9/11, and I mean, those two buildings, that was crazy, but that water coming and just wiping all that land and everything on it away was just incredible and very, very sad. All right, this is one question a day, probably the earliest one question a day I've ever done, but I know this will be the biggest story of the day, and I want to know what you guys think about it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.